right, so what's your name?
My name is Hao Vu.
And where are you from?
I'm from Maryland.
Maryland. What were you doing before you came out here?
Before I came out here, I was traveling to all the national parks while living out of my car.
Wow. So you're an adventurer.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah, I would say that. Why'd you come out here to Glacier?
Because it's summertime and the parks are kind of crowded, so I needed something to do, and it was just the perfect place to spend the summer.
Sounds good. So is this your first season?
This is my first season, working seasonal and working in a national park.
Would you do it again?
I would absolutely do it again.
Awesome. Do you think you'll keep going to different parks and working, or do you think you'll go back into traveling again?
Maybe not right away, but for the winter, that's something I'll definitely heavily consider.
That's cool. Tell me about a story about being out here. Something
Being out here?
interesting, or something at some of the other national parks. Just to give me a story
Well,
about.
being out here, it's been really nice. I came later in the season, so I felt like everyone kind of knew each other, and but everyone I've met so far has been like super friendly, and I've had some really good conversations with people from all over the country, like different ages and backgrounds and beliefs, like so many different people. It's just like a little melting pot, and I think everyone pretty much respects each other and just finds some way to, share the love. So I think that's really cool.
It is, isn't it? That's something I've noticed about being out here. What kind of advice would you give people about coming here?
The number one thing I would say is just have an open mind. It's an experience, and it's not just an experience about living in the park or hiking, and that doesn't have to be your thing. Like, just have an open mind about it all, about the people that you work with, where they come from, just everything. And if you look at it as a learning experience or just kind of like an interesting experience, you'll have a much better time than just trying to like live in your own like mindset that you had before you came here.
That's great. What about this place inspires you?
It's just a really beautiful place to be, and when you think about how long it took for all these mountains and glaciers to form, and like we live our lives and the water just keeps flowing day and night, the streams, and just it really puts things in perspective. Like, we're just one small tiny part of what the world has been through. So our problems aren't really that big if you zoom out a little bit.
That's pretty profound. You look at the mountain, it's like, I can pretty much overcome anything.
Yeah.
I agree. What's been your biggest surprise?
My biggest surprise? Really, again, just how well everyone gets along. And I'm 34, so I'm a bit older than the average person here, I would say, but it doesn't really feel that way. It's just like everybody's just kind of like even here, and everyone's just trying to just get along with each other. And so far it's been working out really well, so it's been really nice.
What's been your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge, I guess, coming late, not knowing everybody, like learning everyone's names. I'm really, really bad with names. I've had to ask people like, hey, what's her name again? What's his name again? Like multiple times, but just slowly just trying to deal with that, like being the new person and feeling like I need to fit in somewhere, or just kind of like how I'm going to spend my time, like maximizing my time here, I guess. Because it's a big park and there's a lot of people. It was overwhelming for me at first. Like, how am I going to spend my days? Like, what is the summer going to look like, really? But now I'm just like, no matter what you do here, like, it's really like, you really can't beat it. It's really a great experience either way. So just letting it unfold.
I agree. Would you change anything?
Would I change anything? No, I think everyone's doing really good, all things considered. I know some departments are like short-staffed, and it's just like COVID like has changed things, like supply chain things, and also like the way people work and play is kind of like different now. I don't know if it's ever going to be the same, but overall, I think life out here is pretty good, and just kind of like life finds a way out here. So.
So, since how long have you been here? What?
This is like my first full week, maybe like 10 days or something
10
like
days.
that.
Not long at all. So, what kind of relationships? You kind of just had the beginning of relationships right now, I guess.
Yeah.
What would you say about your relationships out here so far?
I'm really glad that my manager is really cool, and all the people that I work with are really cool. Like, we have a good team, and there's really no bad blood or anything like that. Everyone just gets it done. We have fun at work. We keep each other going. So I'm really like, that's, everyone tells me like, oh, Camp Store is like really good this year. So, and I heard horror stories from the past. So I mean, I'm like thankful like to be on board with it all. So
Yeah, Chris is he's a great manager. What's been your favorite hike so far in your 10 days?
my favorite hike so far, probably today I did Saiye Siyeh Saiye Pass, and that was pretty cool. I woke up early and did that. That was my favorite so far for sure.
Cool. I've not done that one yet. I hope to do it before the season's over. So how's this experience changed you?
This experience has changed me by making me more open-minded, definitely more grateful. You see all the people here, and some of them aren't like even 21 yet, and like the jobs that they're doing and the ability, like they're still doing these like stressful jobs, cleaning up after people or feeding people or working like after hours, like everyone here, like it's like not an easy thing to do to, serve tourists day in and day out. And everyone I think could be a little more appreciated, so that makes things like a challenge, but they still manage to like smile and laugh with each other and just like make the most of their time on their days off and just like really be kind to each other and kind to even like the people that they serve. It's really like it's really great to like be a part of that and just to see that. It's inspiring, really.
That's cool. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Patricia. That was a good interview. Thank